they fired me. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is a dangerous place to be. Hi. It's been a minute. I know. Okay. I can explain. I can explain, and I will. Basically, what has happened is I was not vlogging, obviously, but there's a reason for it. I am still in grad school. I didn't drop out. I started this semester, and this semester I'm taking communication disorders, adolescents to school age or something like that, AAC, and motor speech disorders in adults. That semester started a long time ago. Reason I haven't been vlogging is because I've been really busy. Started a full-time job, and I started it after last semester finished in April, and I was working at a daycare. You hear the past tense? I was working there, and you know, it was, you know, a fancier area than like my city. Childcare workers in Oklahoma right now do not have to pay for childcare if their child goes to the facility that we work at. So, you know, when I saw that, all that information, I was like, okay, great, this is cool. I can take my toddler to work with me. She'll be with me. You know, I'll get off, and it'll be great. It'll be great, right? It wasn't great. There were a lot of problems with that facility specifically, and they all boiled down to the staff. There was a lot of staff that just weren't professional, I guess you could say. They weren't very professional, and I keep to myself a lot. That's just my personality. So I wasn't like super outgoing. Let me tell you all about my life. Let me tell you all the things, you know. And apparently that wasn't right. I don't know. There is a lot of mean girl energy working in childcare. Don't like that. I've never liked that. I worked at a childcare facility years ago, and when I left that job, because I quit, I walked out one day. When I left that job, I was like, I'm never working childcare again. This blows. You know, now that I have a child, I was like, well, maybe it'll be different. I'm older. I can handle things a little bit differently than when I was younger. And anyway, it's temporary because I'm going to be doing clinical soon, and I'm going to be graduating soon. So it really, truly is temporary. You know, I started, and it was okay. It was fine. You know, I quickly realized that this generation of like toddlers and little kids, they're different. Oh my god. Kids putting hands on teachers, kids putting hands on other kids. Like, okay, a little you know, kid fights, that's whatever. I'm used to that. However, putting hands on a teacher? An adult? Cussing? Bro. These kids were cussing. It's not funny. Like, if you're their parent, it's not funny at all. It's not funny at all. As a teacher, when I would have to tell a parent, like, hey, your kid said the F word today, in the right context, you know, I wasn't laughing. I think this is a little bit funny. I do think this is a little bit funny. However, we can't do that at school. You know, like, I handled it professionally, but I wasn't like, I wanted to create an environment with the parent that I could be like, me personally, I think this is funny. However, we can't have it around other kids. So, yeah. And the owners of the company were like never there, ever. And we were always short-staffed. It was awful. They fired me because I didn't have training for something they were supposed to provide training for, and they never did, so they fired me. And this is how I know, like, I knew this job wasn't for me, but this is exactly how I know that this job is definitely not for me. At this place specifically, it's not for me. When they fired me, I just sat there, and I was like, okay, I don't call my phone. I liked the job, like I liked working with the kids, but I noticed pretty quickly that I was coming home completely exhausted. Like I had no energy for anything at all. It wasn't a good fit. And I thought like, oh, of course you're tired. You're going from being a stay-at-home mom where you can be comfortable and you can sit down whenever, go to the bathroom whenever you want, eat whenever you want, to a teacher and you've got like a class of kids and like you have another adult in there with you, but these kids are different. Yeah, I gaslit myself into thinking like, of course you're tired, this is normal, it'll be fine. And there were some days I'd come home and I'd have, some energy and, do stuff at home. But the longer that I worked there, the more that I was like, okay, this is not body tired. I'm burnt out. I have no energy, do anything with my own child because I am so tired and so wore out mentally. My toddler, she's 2. She talks a lot. I noticed she wasn't talking. Like, her teacher said, oh, she's not talking. She might get held back in school because she's not talking. We're worried about her social, emotional. And I'm like, bro, this kid doesn't stop talking at home. And obviously she's comfortable at home, but she'll also talk to complete strangers. So I think it might be you. To that point, I was already over the job. I'm like, you're not going to tell me that my kid's going to get held back in school because she's not talking when she's advanced in her language. She does talk. She can talk. She talks to strangers. It's just you. And there were other teachers in the building that she would talk to. No problem. Whatever. She wasn't liking it. I already knew she wasn't liking it. I was already making arrangements for her to go somewhere else. I was just going to pull her and just not have her there ever again. And then they fired me and I was like, great, this is great. One problem solved. I can't say too much because the owners threatened to sue me for a review that I didn't write. Can't say a whole lot, but that place sucked. So anyway, today is Tuesday, July 11th, and today I have 2 classes. I'm scheduled to have 2 classes, but I think only one I have to go to tonight. I think I just have AAC tonight. I did do the prep work for both classes. And that's another thing. With that job, I did not have the energy to think about grad school. I would try, I would read textbooks and be like, I'm absorbing nothing at all. I feel very unprepared this semester, but in the time since I've been fired, I've been catching up and actually absorbing the information, so it's fine. Tonight I have one of these classes. I don't know. They're both on my schedule, but I can't remember which one I don't have. Okay, I just have AAC tonight, which is one of my favorite classes this semester. I do like motor speech disorders. It feels like a review from language disorders in adults. I have AAC tonight, but right now I am working on a project for motor speech disorders. It's due in 6 days. Me and my partner for this project, hey Morgan, I mean, we work really well together, I feel. So this project is no big deal. Everything's already set up for the stuff that we need. We just have to put it in some slides. Yeah, I'll get back to you in a minute. Finals are coming very soon. This semester ends very, very soon. This semester felt like it flew by. It ends the beginning of August. We're at the beginning of July. And I have to go back over all the material up to this point for all of my classes and refresh, because I feel like I know nothing at all. And maybe that's normal. At this point, I've gotten some kind of footing with grad school. So now it's just okay, this is all brand new. I'll be doing some grad coursework this weekend, doing a lot of reading. I was about to say some reading. It's a lot of reading. And making notes, because I keep meaning to do that and put it on Notion and I just don't. And then I'm like, oh, I don't need it. I'm gonna need it. Eventually, I will need it. I'm gonna put you in time lapse, hyperlapse, whatever it's called on Galaxy. Oh, by the way, I got a new phone. I got the S23 Plus, and it is so nice. It doesn't have external storage, like the little SD card slot. They stopped doing that with this phone, and I don't like it. I'm gonna work on this. Time now is 1:12. That was about an hour, and I got a lot done. So I think tonight, me and my project partner are going to divvy up the slides and start working on them. I did find 3 articles that will help us. It's a little bit difficult. I guess it'll help if I explain what the project is so that you understand what I'm trying to do here. So essentially we have a video or an audio speech sample of a person with a motor speech disorder, obviously because motor speech disorders in adults. We have ataxic dysarthria. Now, before doing this project, I was like, oh yeah, there's, people know about dysarthria. People research this stuff. Of course, it's going to be so easy to find articles. Ataxic dysarthria and ataxia in general doesn't have a lot of like peer-reviewed articles for treatment and whatever as it pertains to like speech pathology. I found 3 really, really good articles that will help. We need 4. I think I'm gonna try to look again just to help support what we've got to do. I mean, right now it seems like the best option for us, because in this project we have to talk about, the case, the sample that we have, their neurological diagnosis, their speech features, come up with a assessment plan and a treatment plan and have rationale to back it up. How do you get rationale? Evidence-based practice, research, articles. I wouldn't say that I'm panicking yet, because I'm not. I don't think I'm panicking just yet. I do think, however, that this is a little bit more difficult than I originally thought. And not difficult, more it's gonna take like some super sleuthing to figure out like how can I get to the requirements, you know what I mean? I think that's good for today. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I don't think I have a lot of assignments coming up in the next couple of days. I have a couple quizzes to do, but other than that, like, we're doing pretty good. For me not being like in it like I was the past 2 semesters, we're doing pretty good. I will see you tomorrow. Bye! Hi friends, Thursday. I do have some work to do today. I was supposed to do work yesterday and I kind of sort of did a bit more research, looking for articles. I didn't find anything that would necessarily be the best. Like, it's not what I was looking for. It'll work until I find like an article that is better, but so that was a little disappointing honestly. So today I am going to switch gears just a little bit and work on some quizzes that I have to do. We have a discourse analysis quiz. Not looking forward to it. I'm gonna do those quizzes, and one of these, it's like a practice module or like a learning module for AAC. They don't take very long to do. It takes about 20-30 minutes. So I'll do that as well. I was gonna say, well, I'll try to get that done. No, I'm doing that as well. I had saw the list of the ones that we have to do, and I went ahead and did a couple of them early because of course I did. So, oh no, I didn't do this one. Dang it. Don't like this one. It's okay. It's not that I don't like it. I do like it. It's very informative, very helpful. don't enjoy doing these. It's from Project Core, which, again, like I said, very informative, very helpful, very good information. Just don't enjoy doing them. And I think it's because it's like the online survey style kind where you have to like fill everything out and answer all these questions. And yeah, there was, oh my god, the first like 2 or 3 that I did, if you can hear my kid laughing, sorry, she's supposed to be taking a nap, but the first, like, I think I did 3 of them at once. The first 3 I didn't realize that you have to do the post test survey thing in order to get emailed your certificate for completion. So I did 3 of them, and I did them like 4 or 5 times where I was like, I'll just do all of it. Like, I'm missing something, and this is the only thing that I'm skipping. It was that. Got all that done. And I think after I do that, I think I'll be good for today. I'm gonna try after my toddler goes to sleep tonight to finish half of the project and hopefully get it done today so that I don't have to worry about it again. Me and my partner can like look over it, blah blah blah. It'd be good. It'd be a good time. So, time lapse time. So I finished one of the 2 quizzes that I have. I don't know why I'm whispering. Hang on. I have come to accept that maybe I'm just not meant to be like adolescents, that stage. Early intervention, got it. Adults, got it. In between, maybe not. I did fine. I just felt like I could have did better. It'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes. So now I'm going to quickly do the other quiz and then quickly do this learning module thing. I'm not gonna record that because then I gotta do other stuff like super duper fast. I just gotta walk away. So I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna finish up the project with my partner, and yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. We're gonna turn it in. Easy peasy. Okay. Bye. Hello. It is yet again another new dawn, new day, and we are alive in the spirit of a young heart. So today is Friday, the 14th of July. Kind of a lot to do today, or rather kind of a lot that I want to get done today. First thing on the list is obviously the group project that I have for motor speech disorders. And again, I've been kind of like slacking on it because we have all the information we need. We have all the articles that'd be helpful. We are basically done. We just have to put all the stuff on our Google Slides, you know? That is a dangerous place to be. I'll tell you what. You know, the project's done. We just have to type stuff and put it on there, do our references. So it's like, oh yeah, we don't have to worry about it. We do. We do have to worry about it. Actually, not for any like crazy reason, just, you know, it has to get done. You know, it's just a rough place to be, especially like for me, because my motivation this semester is just tanked in the toilet. And I do think a lot of it had to do with trying to do it all and being so busy and working full-time in a job that actually factually was kind of destroying my soul. And that's not being dramatic. There was something about that place specifically. Like, I had a bad vibe in the interview, but I thought I was just nervous for the interview because I'd been out of work for so long. And I should have listened to my gut when I got that bad vibe. And I didn't. And look at me now. No motivation, no energy. Got a lot to do today. I'm looking crusty dusty. not musty because I just bathed. When I tell y'all I'm so tired, I mean I am exhausted, truly. We're going to do some more stuff with these slides and then work on my notes that I've started writing. I was like using a little template that I made for my Simpson notes, but I think it's more feasible for me and more accessible for me to just do my notes on Notion. And I guess I'll show you guys that later. But for right now, we are gonna get some work done. We're gonna like super focus in. We are going to... You better work, bitch. See you soon.